All right, guys, here we are. Oh, nice little tailwind here. That's gonna help me. So what I'm thinking about is, I might be able to go relatively full here with Thor 5. And also keep in mind for this hole, there's going to be some variance. So I have a 7.0 wind, and you can see with what I'm doing with this shot, let's say my wind changes. Next time it can be as high as 7.5 here, or it could be as low as 6 point something. Looks like with that great ball, I actually ended up to the right. Distance control looked pretty good there. I really just needed that perfect ball, or just to back off the curl just a touch more with that great. But you can see that probably would have ran out just about where it needs to. Oh, this is even easier with a Thor 7. So these guys have a distinct advantage because they can essentially just play slight curl, no power. Especially with this luchador. So you can see with where he's aiming, and as I mentioned, very little curl, basically no power. He doesn't even have to go full topspin. I can guarantee, he can play this shot based off of topspin, no power. The biggest thing is going to be curling enough. There's a little bit. And let's just see. You'll want to kind of master this land zone. So, the way that you'll play it is just a little bit different. And it looks like, this might even come in just a little bit too hot. But you can see how easy it is for those guys. They don't even have to use power or anything. You didn't even have to use that ball. Like it almost makes no sense why he's doing it. He could have used the Titan and just used more topspin. So it's kind of like a weird, like why use that power 5 ball if you can just save it? You're not using the power for anything. So why are you using that ball? But in any regard, it's just going to come down to perfect ball. I really don't mind being in the rough here. It's almost just as easy as the fairway would be, because if I get my perfect ball, it's going in. It really just, and it looks like I jumped the gun, so I missed by, I was early a bit. I was kind of used to that expert timing, so the needle speed just was too slow for me, and I was definitely early on that. But, as I mentioned, straightforward. It's going to be something that, you just want something that's consistent that you can do each and every time. And, if you have those weaker clubs like me, it might be beneficial for you to go into something. If you have berserkers, if you have some power 4 option, it's a perfect opportunity for you to use something like an earth ball, or just something with a little bit more power, a little less wind resistance, just so you don't have to go as much power as me. Because that way, you can just kind of focus on perfect amount of curl and just kind of ease up, and you won't have to worry about great balls costing you and winding up like where I did. I was probably just a touch heavy on my curl. I'd back off just a little bit next time, but with a perfect ball, it would have been a better shot. I might have been into the green. So keep all that in mind. Good luck, and see you guys on the next one.